YouTube. Long time no see. It's a while since my last video, but I've been absolutely hectic since finishing work. But a major project on the go. We've been fitting a kitchen. 6 weeks of work since the beginning of November, and we're just on the very final stages now. I've just got a little bit of door trim to put on the floor, and I've got some LED colour changing lights for above and below some of the cabinets, which should give mood lighting in the kitchen. Easier said than done wiring them things in. So I've tried, but the connectors just don't kind of line up and some of the lights don't work, so I'm going to have to solder all the connections to make sure that they're a true connection and they all work properly, and I don't have to keep revisiting every couple of weeks because the connectors moved. So that's a job for this afternoon. What else has happened? It's nearly Yule, so a couple of days away, which begins my family's Christmas celebrations. So we always start around about the 21st of December, which is midwinter solstice. We start with our own burning of the Yule log, and then we move on to the traditional kind of Christmas. But it always surprises me how many of the ancient traditions are translated into the modern Christmas. Things like the Christmas tree. I'd say that started with the ancients used to bring in an evergreen bough into the home so that the fae folk could come and shelter for the winter. And obviously in the depths of winter back then it was harsh and not a lot of food around. It's not like we had fridges and freezers and pantries and stuff, so they used to work with nature a lot. So bringing the green evergreen bough into the home, and they used to put candles in the bough to light the way for the fae folk, and hence we've got fairy lights on the Christmas tree now. And they'd also put fruit in the tree for the food for the fairy folk. That's translated into the modern day glass bauble. So what you have in your home with a Christmas tree, if you celebrate Christmas, it does hark back to a day long gone where the folk in a much simpler time used to celebrate midwinter. There's lots of things that translate. The 12 days of Christmas is another one. The old tradition was that in midwinter you used to find a very large oak log, and you would burn it with the remnants of the previous year's log to bring luck or continuity. And if your log was big enough, it used to burn for about 12 days. And while the log burned, you used to celebrate and feast, and hence we've now got the modern tradition of the 12 days of Christmas. So lots of work still to be done. I'm trying not to leave it quite so long before the next update, and I just have to break off here because the dog's wandering off. I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. She'd just seen some other dogs and wanted to go and be sociable and say hello. So we've done that. Oh, what else has been happening? Oh, good win. Top of the Champions League group and through to the knockout stages. So quite happy that Man City haven't got Barcelona again this year. Gives us a better chance of getting a bit further before we face some of the better teams, if that's the right word. But a match against Moscow, that's quite an exciting prospect. I know we've memory serves me right, we've done reasonably well against them in the past, so we might get through to the next round, and you never know. See how far City get in the Champions League. So in the league, we're doing okay, but we're having some really off days. And even Joe Hart said for the last match against Swansea, we played abysmally. Luckily, we still won it 2-1, but by luck rather than skill. Oh, what else? Oh, well, we've been between videos. My dad took ill, and so he ended up in hospital for a while. So about a week in hospital, and he looks after him. Anyway, he's back, and I'm due a trip to go and see him this week sometime, and visit family, drop off cards and drop off presents and stuff. So that's probably going to be maybe Sunday, Monday when I get round to doing that. Little Grawlys. Following Mrs. Grawley's diagnosis with autism, we've gone through the process, because potentially autism can be hereditary. So we've had one of the little Grawleys tested, and he's had confirmation that he's autistic as well. And the other little Grawley is going through the process. And unfortunately, various degrees of autism on the spectrum means that sometimes that the traits don't show all the time. Through school, he's acting and behaving quite normally, and the health professional has kind of gone, there's nothing she can see to suggest it, but when he's at home, he does, and that's in a way quite a lot of autis and Aspies. They disguise, or not disguise, but they mask the condition. They try to behave normally in public, but when they're at home they can be themselves, so it doesn't always show, and it's one of those hidden disabilities. I suppose like myself with diabetes, you look at somebody you don't know, it's not a physical disability, and there's more dogs coming round to be sociable. So again, I'll break off again. Back in a second. Right, again, dog socialising sorted. Where we are at the moment is a patch of land kind of just off all the housing, kind of between residential areas. It's called the Springs, and it's wet and it's muddy and it's boggy, and it's a bit mucky walking around sometimes, even in the fairest of weather. If it's been wet, it's muddy, and the dog's going to need hosing off because she's up to her chin in mud. Doesn't like water, but mud, yes. So I shall leave it there. Only kind of a shortish video, but just to let everybody know, in the immortal words of Terry Pratchett and his character Granny Weatherwax, I ain't dead yet. So I'm still around. I've just been extremely busy. I've tried to do some footage, and like I say, with the kitchen project and having to keep a working kitchen throughout the whole of the electrics and the plumbing and the fitting and everything else has been a challenge to say the least. Like I say, we're 95% there. It's just a couple of finishing touches and we're done. So I promised Mrs. Grawley it'd be done in time for Christmas and Yule, and it is. So I'll go make sure that it is fully finished, and then we can sit and chill and relax and enjoy Yule and the Christmas period. And then once we get into January, we get back to the job hunting in earnest. I think with the last 6 weeks and doing the kitchen, I've not really kind of concentrated on the job hunting. Take a couple of months off and get Christmas out of the way, get into the new year when companies are starting to recruit again, and we'll go for it. We'll go and get that job that I want. So I'll keep everybody updated. I'm not going to promise to make any more frequent videos at the moment, but hopefully now the major project's done and out the way, I'll have some time. And even Mrs. Grawlys commented, it's a while since you've done a video. Said, where's the camcorder? Take it with you. I said, oh, it's buried away. It's tucked away somewhere. So I'm doing this on my iPhone. So I shall upload it and edit it maybe this evening, and let you all know that I'm still around. I know I'm on the, just an addendum as well. I'm on just short of 200 subscribers, and a couple of videos ago I said if I can get to 250, I'll maybe do a subscriber competition and see where we go with that one. So hopefully if I can get back into making videos, I'll do some sort of competition, and we'll see what happens with that one. Anyway, I'm waffling, I'm rambling, so I shall see you all soon. So take care from Grawlys Lair.